Hello and welcome fans from all over, whether from around the country or from around the world, watching from the comfort of your own home or even watching on a mobile device. I want to welcome you to the nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Kyle Malvin chatting alongside me, my partner and great friend, Braden Martin. Braden, super excited for us to be broadcasting possibly one of the biggest games in this arena that we're ever going to see.
I'm so excited to commentate this game, Al. I can't wait for this in-conference rivalry, Pensacola Christian College, Bob Jones University. I'm really excited to see what this matchup shows here tonight. Just saw a good girls game, high-scoring game. Let's see if the guys can follow that performance.
Last Thursday, we saw our Pensacola Christian College team go up against #1 seed in the South Region, Trinity Baptist, and beat them in walk-off style. Garrett Jones had a really nice layup to get us the win in that matchup.
I think to win that matchup, we scored the ball all the way around the floor. Not one person dominated the scoring. The entire team was scoring the ball. Coming off the bench, all the starters were scoring. Love seeing the performance by the Eagles that night, and a great finish by Garrett Jones to end the game.
Talk about the senior night performers. We had Chandler Fitzgerald in double digits, and also Anthony Horton coming off the bench, playing extremely well and had a tenacious dunk coming off the baseline.
Both teams played extremely well that night. Chandler Fitzgerald had a great transition dunk in there as well, and Anthony Horton with the on-head poster that we all love, replaying that video. There's Chandler's fast break dunk that he had the other night.
Off one leg, too.
Off of one leg,
wow.
And this is Anthony Horton's posterizing dunk drive off the baseline. Great finish by him. Want to see both of those guys play with that same level of aggressiveness tonight as we see this great finish by Garrett Jones almost at the buzzer. Eagles able to pull out a great victory there. See if we can't get 2 in a row here at home.
Bob Jones bringing with him Henry Blair. He's averaging just under 20 points per game. The transfer from LaGrange in LaGrange, Florida. He's a scorer. He can pretty much do everything. A very stocky player. What are the Eagles going to do to possibly stop him?
I think the Eagles are going to have to play very good team defense. Every time I commentate these games, I talk with you, Al, about the Eagles' team defense. And I think tonight they can't put that responsibility on one person because sometimes the player is too much to handle one-on-one. I think the Eagles need to play some team defense, hold him down, see if they can't get a win here tonight and hold him.
Plenty of action awaits in this very intense matchup between Bob Jones University and Pensacola Christian College. Plenty of action awaits, but until then, please enjoy seeing for the last time this season our Eagles for the 2021-22 school year.
It's a passion that unites us, the heartbeat of everything we do. Since 1974, we've been building, reaching, expanding our limits. And yet today, one thing hasn't changed. Pensacola Christian College empowers leaders to influence the world for Christ.
You only have one life. What are you going to do with it? This is a place where you can be empowered to fulfill God's calling and pursue your passion.
I had told my pastor before coming here, I was like, I don't really like school, but now on my third year, learning is so much fun.
Incrementally, we're ready to do more, we're ready to face more, and to say, this may not be the easiest thing I've ever done, but it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done.
Teaching is communicating facts, but the bottom line for me with teaching is connecting the material so the students not only know it, but appreciate it and also know how to use it.
We have great faculty, and they honestly inspire me.
They'll constantly tell you, if you need something, come talk to me. You can have a really good teacher-student relationship. And that's one of the reasons why I chose PCC, is to have faculty that love God to help me further my spiritual walk with Christ.
Faculty are saying it's going to take hard work and dedication to be the best at whatever you're doing for God's glory. Everything that I see here is Christ-centered.
Why is PCC here? It's to change lives and make them more like Christ.
They want students to make an impact on the world. I think their goal really is to change the world, and they do it one student at a time.
Welcome back, fans from all over. Whether from around the country or around the world, we want to welcome you to the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Hi, I'm Alvin Chapman alongside with Braden Motter. Braden, super excited for this intense matchup. There's not a seat available in this building.
Love this game, Al. Always love these Bob Jones Pensacola Christian College games. So much fun to watch. The energy in the gym is always so high. Fans always so hyped, both here and at Bob Jones. Really excited to see this guys match up tonight, see who can come out of here with a W in the conference.
Let's go ahead and see the starting lineups for both teams. For the Bruins from Greenville, South Carolina, actually. Number 2, Elijah Couples. Number 3, Stephon Hughley. Number 4, Hayes Brush. Number 23, Henry Blair, averaging just under 20 points per contest. And number 24, Mark Dickerson. Who do you think is going to be an impact player for the Bruins tonight?
I think Henry Blair is going to be their big impact player. Like you just said a moment ago, Al, averaging almost 20 points a game. I believe it's 19.4. Love seeing him play. Plays very aggressively, get into the paint. Also a good shooter. Really enjoy watching him play. See what the Pensacola Eagles can do here tonight to try and hold him down.
And now for the Pensacola Christian College Eagles, we're going with a little bit of adjustments in our starting lineup to fill the guard spots. Christian Ford and Garrett Jones, the guy who walked us off last Thursday with an amazing layup to seal the deal and fill the front court for the Eagles. Number 20, Chandler Fitzgerald. Number 34, A.J. Ward, who's averaging 16 points per contest. And number 43, Big Will Pigden, who's going to be an impact player for the Eagles tonight.
I'm always excited to watch A.J. Ward play, but tonight I think a key player I'm excited to watch is Big Will Higdon. We'll see if we can't get him a double-double tonight, standing at 6'8", a real presence in the paint for the Eagles. See if he can't dominate the inside tonight, get the Eagles a W.
He's had multiple doubles before, and they've been pretty impressive. But until then, let's take it over to Riley Rhodes for the pregame ceremony.
The home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Tonight's game is between Bob Jones University and your PCC Eagles. The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics to help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. At this time, please stand for prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the game of basketball and for the opportunity to compete. We ask that you keep everyone safe, give the officials wisdom as they call the game. In Jesus' name, amen. Please remain standing for the national anthem. Tonight's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting tonight for Bob Jones University, number 2, Elijah Couples, number 3, Stephen Hughley, number 4, Hayes Brush, number 23, Henry Blair, and number 24, Mark Dickerson. Bob Jones University is led by Burton Uraro. Now your Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Starting tonight for the Eagles, a junior from Jacksonville, Florida, number 2, Christian Porter. A graduate student from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 3, Garrett Jones. A senior from Temperance, Michigan, number 20, Chandler Fitzgerald. A senior from Malvern, Arkansas, number 25, Anthony Horton. A senior from Detroit, Texas, number 43, Will Higdon. The Eagles are led by Coach Jason Bell with assistant coach Micah Conley. Officiating tonight's game are Solomon Banks, Thomas Young, and Chris Taylor.
Thank you so much, Riley, for those amazing pregame ceremonies. Let's make a correction here real quick. Instead of Anthony Horton making the start tonight, he did have a big performance with 12 points in the team going to the baseline. A.J. Ward will be making the start here tonight.
Far away.
That's a reminder that the Eagles are coached by first-year head coach Jason Bell, and the Bruins are coached by head coach Burton Aurora. Hughley and Higdon at the center of the court for the tip, and the Eagles win it. Jones with the ball, guarded by Couples. Couples averaging 15 points per contest. Jones with the ball, kicks it to Porter. They go inside to Higdon. Higdon makes a move on his defender off the glass. And the Eagles do strike first here, Braden.
Great entry pass into big Will Higdon. Great backside movement by the Eagles, keeping the backside active. Help can't collapse too much, gives him an easy one-on-one for a drop step layup.
The sound in this arena is just filling the entire dexterity of the building as Henry Blair goes baseline and gets the first 2 of his own.
That was a great find. Good hesitation move. Little V-cut, fakes going up top, dives down the baseline. Easy 2 for Henry Blair.
Christian Porter guarded by Mark Dickerson, the junior guard studying accounting. Here's Jones, takes a screen from Fitzgerald. Higdon finds Ward. Ward gets past his defender, opposite hand on the side of the rim. No good. Brush with the rebound. Couples in transition. Tries to go inside to Hughley and couldn't find him.
That's a great example there, Al, of team transition defense by the Eagles. Maybe didn't pick up their man that they started the game with, but in transition, communicating, finding the open Bruin, able to pick him up, causes a turnover, headed the Eagles' direction.
One thing that's pretty interesting about this game is that this is the first time that Pensacola and Bob Jones are facing off against each other in 2 seasons. 2 seasons ago, John Clay, who is now on the coaching staff for the Bruins, was on the rosters for the Eagles as Chandler Fitzgerald works inside and gets the easy 2.
Great dribble drive, Chandler Fitzgerald. Once again, Eagles get an isolation they like, a one-on-one. They clear out the one side, give Chandler the opportunity to get an easy bucket for himself.
Blair kicks to Dickerson in the corner, lets a 3 fly, no good. Brush there for the second chance opportunity and lays it off the glass for 2.
Eagles got a box out on the defensive end of the floor. Can't give Bob Jones any easy looks off of an offensive rebound.
Here's Porter with the ball. Jones steps up for a mid-range jumper, and that hits the bottom of the net.
Great mid-range pull-up by Garrett Jones. What I love early with the Eagles is 6 points from 3 different players. Love seeing the scoring spread for this team.
Couples takes a three in stride, and it's good. Elijah Couples. One thing that's pretty cool about Elijah Couples is that he actually has his career high against Pensacola his freshman year. He went for 34. Ward tries to respond back, no good, but Fitzgerald collects it.
Great offensive rebound by Chandler Fitzgerald. Not a bad look by A.J. Ward, but good positioning by Chandler. Gets the easy 2 on the putback for the offensive rebound.
Eagles up by 1 point. Coach Bell calls a quick timeout. We'll step aside. Eight to 7 is the score here in the Nest. Braden, we mentioned earlier, there is not a single seat available tonight.
Bob Jones, Pensacola Christian College, always super fun games to watch. We just enjoyed a great ladies game. Excited to see this men's game here.
The Eagles got that W. And Blair, many passes to get the ball to Dickerson. He drives inside. Fadeaway jumper, and it's good.
Both teams offensively right now playing extremely well, getting isolation, one-on-one situations they like, and attacking them, getting great looks on the offensive end.
Jones to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald received the pass from Porter. Jones goes inside to Higdon. Higdon working on the smaller defender, off the glass and in.
Great play, Big Will Higdon. Love that setup by Coach Bell, bringing a cross screen over, giving Will Higdon an easy one-on-one scenario on the block. Great clear out by the Eagles.
Blair, no doubter three on the way, and it's good. What a response by the Bruins.
Wasted no time responding there. Shot that within the first 5 seconds of the shot clock. Good ball movement by the Bruins. Finds the open Henry Blair for the 3.
Both teams shooting very efficiently in the couple moments of this first half. Here's Porter in the corner, guarded by Hughley. Makes a defender miss. Goes along the baseline and draws the foul. The Eagles will get a fresh 15. And number 15, Daniel Fuller, the 6'4" forward, studying Bible. Also a senior, will check into the contest for Hughley. Also number 1, Joel Howell, the 6-foot guard. That's a freshman studying business administration. They get it inside. Ward with the ball, guarded by Couples, both juniors. Fitzgerald. They go inside to Higdon. They double team Higdon, and he draws the foul. I love how they're using Higdon in their offense, implementing him to get a lot of looks inside within 1 to 2 feet in the basket to later open up the floor for the later offensive players like Christian Porter and Chandler Fitzgerald.
Some great looks early by the Eagles, great isolation situations with Big Will Higdon down. They're getting some good cross screens, getting a little bit of mismatches, putting some smaller guards, having to guard Big Will Higdon, and he's really taking advantage.
Higdon misses the first free throw attempt. He shoots at about 60% on this season. Roughly 63%, 20 of 32 before the season started. Second attempt is up, and he drains it. Higdon with 5 points so far. Anthony Horn checks back to the ball game. Ladies and gentlemen, watch out for the baseline because he can slam it. Fuller drives on Horton, gets all the way to the cup and kicks it to Powell. Blair, 3, opportunity, and he knocks it down.
Great find by the Bruins. Great kick out. Finds the open Henry Blair. Dribble driving, creating the defense of the Eagles having to collapse and try and stop dribble drive. Finds the open Henry Blair for 3.
Horton drives. Couples picks his pocket. Bruins heading the other direction. Elijah Couple leads the break. He finds Blair. He's been perfect from beyond the arc so far, and he gets another one. The transfer from LaGrange so far has 11 points in this ball game, and And now the Bruins up by 7.
Pensacola's going to have to find a way to cover Henry Blair as Christian Porter knocks down a response with his own three-pointer.
A lot of confidence in that shot. Christian Porter drains it from way downtown. He's from Jacksonville. I think he shot that from his own driveway. Couples works on his defender, loses the ball. And it's going to be going into possession of the Eagles as they currently trail by 4. But look at Henry Blair, 3 threes already in this contest. He has 11. Normally averages roughly around, I want to say, 30% from three-point range.
3 for 3 early is a great percentage, but I think the reason he's shooting so well is because his teammates are finding him in open situations. The Bruins are moving the ball extremely well, driving the ball, getting inside, and then getting the open kick out being the highest percentage three-point shot you can get.
Blair, another 3! He finally misses one. And Jones takes it the other direction. Garrett Jones, guarded by Blair. Eagles down by 4. Porter guarded by Couples. Here's Jones. Jones gets it inside to Fitzgerald. Works on his defender. A lot smaller than him as well. Couldn't get the bucket, but gets the foul. He'll head to the free throw line. And so far, an already back and forth matchup between both teams. Looks like a ping pong match.
This is a great basketball game early on. Both teams shooting at a high percentage, both teams finding the open teammate, and both teams playing a little bit of isolation play, trying to get some mismatches that they like either in the post or potentially out on the perimeter. Both teams playing extremely well so far. I think we're in for a great game here tonight.
Chandler Fitzgerald misses the first free throw attempt. He shoots it pretty well everywhere else, except for the free throw line where he shoots it at about 46%, knocks down the second. Henry Blair finds Fuller. Powell to Couples. Couples back to Fuller. Thought about a shot, had his foot up, but doesn't go with it. And he's fouled on his trip to the basket. Austin Lewis and Brian Ugaldi coming into the game here for the Eagles at the table. And the Eagles trailing by 3.
That foul on number 25, Anthony Horton, on the dribble drive with Daniel Fuller, sends him to the free throw line for 2.
First free throw off the mark. Danced on every single surface of the rim and just falls out of there. Lewis and Ugaldi coming into the game. You're getting a little bit of offense and a little bit of defense with that substitution.
Austin Lewis being one of the highest percentage three-point shooters on this Eagles basketball team. And Brian Ugaldi, we don't even need to talk about his defense because that's what he's known for. Great defender.
And Ugaldi not just being a great defender, shooting it at a better percentage in his career, just around 30% from way downtown. Porter checks out the contest, as well as Jones. Fitzgerald. They go inside to Anthony Horton. That's taken away. Trevor Brunson with the steal. They go to Blair in the corner. Blair, double team by Ugaldi. He gets a hand on it. We're heading the other direction. Fitzgerald paces himself and gets the ball stripped. Blair heading the other direction. Gets it to Brunson. He's blocked from behind, but I believe the foul came before the block. So Brunson just checking into the game. He'll come into the line for 2 free throws. We just saw that play again. What were your opinions there about that block attempt, Braden?
I love the aggressiveness of Chandler Fitzgerald trying to block that shot. He did get all ball with his hand, but unfortunately, obviously running straight through the body of number 32, Trevor Brunson. So an easy call there for the officials as Fitzgerald sends Brunson flying into the first row.
And that's one thing that's difficult about those plays. You want to go and make the showstopper play and prevent the easy 2 points. He's going to the line trying to convert on 2 free throws now. Knocks down both of them. But it's really hard to control yourself going for an attempt like that in a full-paced game like so. Bruins showing a full-court press. And here's Austin Lewis with the ball on the top of the key. They get it to Ugaldi. Horton with the ball on the top of the key. They find Ward. Lewis with 9 seconds left on the shot clock. They find Fitzgerald. Inside to Horton. Horton backs down his defender off the glass and good.
Great ball movement by the Eagles. Good find by A.J. Ward to find the open Anthony Horton for the easy 2. Strong move by the big man.
Brunson tries to move on. Horton takes it 3 instead. No good. Ward with the strong rebound. Here's Austin Lewis met by Elijah Couples. Fitzgerald. Ward tries on his defender, switches his shot in the air and can't get it to fall. A lot of contact there, Braden.
Great dribble drive by A.J. Ward. Maybe a little bit of contact there. Unfortunately, had to use his offhand, so wasn't able to get the shot to fall.
Powell, 3 on the way. No good, way off. The crowd's going to let him have that one. 11 minutes left to go in this first half. Austin Lewis bringing the ball up the floor. He gets it to Fitzgerald. Inside to Ward. That's stolen away by Powell. Off to the races goes the Bruins. They get it to Couples. Couples swinging crossover. Charge attempt by A.J. Ward doesn't go. And Couples picks up 2 points.
I think that was a good no call by the official. A.J. Ward in good position to try and draw the charge, but his own teammate unfortunately gets between him and number 2, Elijah Couples, unfortunately unable to get that charge call.
Fitzgerald, backdoor Ward, off the glass, good!
Great find by Chandler Fitzgerald. Great V-cut by A.J. Ward. Comes like he's going to the ball and then dives backdoor, gets the easy 2.
Brunson takes a walk to the park before he puts the ball on the floor. Possession headed the other way for the Eagles. Coming into the game, Hughley, Dickerson, and also Rush. Higdon coming into the game for the Eagles. 11 minutes left even on the clock. Eagles down by 4. And this is a completely different game compared to the last time we played the Bruins. And honestly, that game wasn't close from the start. Now the Eagles trail by 4. Lewis inside to Fitzgerald. Wide open, Jones, foul, and 1. Count the basket. Let's see that one again.
Great play by the Eagles. Great find by Chandler Fitzgerald. Garrett Jones able to sneak in behind his defender who had his back turned. Great and 1 finish. Puts him at the free throw line for the old-fashioned 3-point play.
And honestly, great awareness by the graduate student Jones. He was supposed to take a down screen for Ugalde, but instead fakes out the defender and slides in for an opportunity at an old-fashioned 3-point play as he misses the free throw. Eagles down by 2. Brush heading the other direction, rather. Couples makes a man miss. Hughley inside. Floater in the lane, no good. And another tip back is good for the Eagles. They're going to give that one to Hughley. And I believe multiple players had a hand on that ball. Eagles down by 4. Jones. Ugalde with the ball.
Bruins switching to a zone here. The Eagles able to destroy their man defense with the size of Big Will Higdon. Try and get inside to him, but the Bruins 2-3 zone proves too strong for the Eagles on that possession.
Hughley pushing the ball in transition. Brunson with the ball. They find Couples. Brush. Dickerson back to Brunson. Couples wide open in the corner for a triple. Opportunity, no good. Koski comes to the table. Brunson works on his defender. And also Hayes for another opportunity. Brush pushes the lead to 7.
Hayes Brush able to knock down the open 3. Great kick out there by number 3, Stephen Hughley. Draws the defense to him with his dribbles inside in the post. Finds the open man for the wide open 3.
Lewis skips it all the way to Ugalde on the opposite side of the floor. Back to Lewis. Great pass, good ball movement. And here's Jones. Fadeaway jumper in the corner. Almost got a hand on it. And another second chance opportunity for Fitzgerald. All of his points are coming from second chance buckets.
Chandler Fitzgerald, love his aggressiveness on the offensive glass. That was a good look by Garrett Jones in the corner. Unable to knock it down, but Chandler with a great follow.
Jones in transition, step through move, foul, and 1, fills the basket. Let's see that one again.
Great transition drive by Garrett Jones. See his man trying to take a charge, takes a Euro step, finishes with the offhand, gets the and 1 call, sends him to the free throw line for his second potential and 1.
Koski comes into the ball game, but we've been talking about this in the beginning of the game. You said that one thing that's going to win this ball game for the Eagles is team defense. We saw Ugalde with the strip, and Jones taking it the opposite direction for an opportunity to finish on the old-fashioned 3-point play.
It's a great team game so far by the Eagles. Team defense playing extremely well, like you just said. Brian with the steal, but Garrett with the finish. Love seeing the Eagles share the ball and share the spotlight here tonight.
Kenny Garrick checked into the game here for the Eagles. Christian Porter back on the at the table, rather. Hughley drives on Higdon, and that's a protection! Not in his house, brother. Not in his house.
That's a great drive by Stephen Hughley, but unfortunately the 6'8 senior from Texas says not in my house. Sends that ball into the first row. Great defense by Will Higdon. Good job keeping his body off of Hughley so he doesn't get the foul call.
Couples fadeaway jumper, leaning, no good. Higdon with the rebound. We're heading the other direction. Ugalde, one man to beat, pump fake. Works on his defender, puts it off the backboard, and doesn't even touch the rim in that scenario. Couples receives a screen. Kenny Garrick on the left side of the floor. They find Dickerson. Brush makes a move, gets to the basket, foul, count the basket. Great attack baseline by Brush, and he gets the opportunity to repay the favor and get an old-fashioned three-point play.
Great dribble drive by Elijah Couples. Unfortunately, that time Big Will Higdon goes for the block, gets his body in there. Unfortunately, sends Elijah Couples to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Not only sending Couples to the line, but also sending Higdon to the bench as he picks up his first foul. And Henry Blair coming back to the table. He's coming to get Couples. And it looked like he couldn't miss in that first couple moments of the first quarter. 3 threes already.
Shot the ball extremely well. 3 for 3 in the first 4 minutes of the game. Good offense by the Bruins, finding the hot hand at the time.
Eagles down by 6. Porter goes inside to Ward. Great pass, slicing to Koski. Pump fake, gets his defender in the air and can't finish it. Dickerson bringing the ball back the other direction. Finds Blair, another 3 up in the air for him. Now he's 60% from beyond the arc. He missed his last 2. Ward on Blair, drives inside, nearly loses the ball. Finds Lewis. Why not take a 3 from long range? Misses it. Ugalde with the opportunity for a second chance points. Great drive by Koski. He gets it off the backboard and in.
Great dribble drive by Brantley Koski. That possession made by the Eagles, ball movement, keeps swinging it inside out. Finds the open Brantley Koski, gets the easy dribble drive, left hand finish for 2.
Let's see that again. He drives on the bigger defender and extends his hand out as well. 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll be back shortly. (37-21) is the score so far, midway through the first half of action. The last bucket you saw was by Brantley Koski, the sophomore from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And the Bruins are taking it the other direction. Here's Mark Dickerson, the junior accounting major. Porter playing great defense on him. Brush goes inside, makes his defender miss, dumps it to Hughley, and he lays it in for 2.
Great ball movement there. Good dribble drive by the Bruins. Good find on the relocation by Hughley.
Hughley with 4 points so far in this contest and pushes the Bruin lead to 8. Koski, great driving kick to Ugalde. Koski finds Ward. Ward to Porter. Porter skips it back to Ugalde. Ugalde makes a move to the rim and leaves it on the edge of it. Garrett tries to feed it inside to Hughley. And a number of substitutions being made for the Eagles. Everybody coming off the floor except for Christian Porter. With the inbound, Mark Dickinson with the ball. And he finds Blair. Blair works inside and gets the tough finish to go. He has 12. Rather 13. They get it inside to Will Higdon. Tries to dump it off the Hornet. Fadeaway jumper. Can't get it to fall, but he was hit on the shot. So Higdon will go to the line, try to convert on 2 free throws. We mentioned he was 15-27 previously coming into this contest from the charity stripe. This is his second trip this game.
love the fact that every time Will Higdon is in the game, the Eagles are looking for him almost on every single possession, knowing that not only can he score the ball inside, but he also has a high IQ, able to find his open teammates when the double team does come down and collapse on him in the post.
First opportunity for points is good for Will Higdon, the big man from Detroit, Texas. I was about to say Justice, man, I don't know what I was saying. But Will Higdon, one of the 3 seniors on this ball club, averaging 6 points per game, splits the free throw attempts. Eagles going with a bigger lineup. Morton, Will, Fitzgerald in the front court, and Jones and Porter at the guard spots. Dickerson kicks it to Kenny Garrett. He goes baseline, wraps all the way around and finds Mark Dickerson for a 3. And he drains it for his first buckets of the game. Rather second field goal. He has 5.
Bruins playing extremely well right now. Their dribble drive is highly effective, getting in the paint and either finishing in the paint or finding the open shooters on the outside.
Porter 3 on the way, no good, and that flies out of bounds. Not the smartest shot you want to take trying to fight back into this contest. A number of substitutions. Daniel Fuller, one of them, checking to this game, as well as Brunson. Couples. Fuller drive, takes the corner. Kapow, great ball movement here by the Bruins. They find Brunson on the low baseline, can't finish the jumper.
Once again, great team defense by the Eagles, making the proper switches, makes that shot a little more difficult than it could have been. Unfortunately, number 32 for the Bruins unable to finish.
Fitzgerald working inside, can't get the finish, falls in the hands of Higdon. He lays it off the backboard, rather at the back of the rim. He has 8 in this contest, bringing the deficit back to 8.
Love seeing Will Higdon dominate the inside. Talked about it earlier, the fact that he's a very good big man. Love seeing him dominate offensively and defensively early here in this game.
Fuller tries to answer back with a 3, no good. Here's Jones. Jones works inside and finds Fitzgerald on the right wing. Porter goes inside to Fitzgerald. He works on the smaller defender, actually, and gets it off the backboard.
Great IQ by Christian Porter. Finds Chandler Fitzgerald with the smaller Joe Powell guarding him. Clears out the paint, gives Chandler an easy one-on-one opportunity in the post.
Great replacing by the Bruins. Sets up a 3 in the corner for Couples. And he answers back with another triple.
Both teams playing extremely well right now. Bruins, once again, their dribble drive is what is killing the Eagles. Dribble driving inside, either finishing at the rim or finding the open kick out. As we see here, Chandler Fitzgerald with the easy 2 on the much smaller defender, Joe Powell. Great location find by Christian Porter.
4 minutes left to go in the first half of action. The Eagles down by 9. We'll be back shortly. On the broadcast with Alvin Chapman and Braden Potter. Braden, what a game we've been able to see. Eagles currently trailing by 9 with the ball on the left sideline.
Both teams playing extremely well right now. Both teams shooting at a very high percentage. I think the biggest problem for the Eagles right now is number 23, Henry Blair, with 13 points here in the first half. They're going to have to find a way to stop him.
A.J. Ward kicks it over to Jones. Eagles with great ball move, but have to get the ball into the basket in 7 seconds. Lewis works on his defender, gives it off to Jones. Needs to put up something. Lewis lets it fly with the time winding down and can't get it to fall. Couples heading the other direction, full head of steam on Jones. Kicks it to Mark Dickerson, back inside to Daniel Fuller. Fuller works on Fitzgerald, gets his defender in the air, and he scores it right off the backboard.
Great head fake by Daniel Fuller, isolates in the post for Chandler Fitzgerald, gives a nice head fake, ducks up and under, finishes for the easy two.
Fitzgerald with the ball, Eagles down by 11. Ward takes a three with a hand in his face, doesn't fall.
Eagles can't get caught in isolation situations like that outside the three-point line. Even though A.J. Ward misses the three, gets back on defense, makes the great defensive play, and draws the charge.
He erases 2 points on the board there, and he honestly repays his mistake taking a three without letting the offense develop. Brian Ugalde checks back into the contest, and we're looking for him to provide staple defense on this Bruins offense. Here's Porter on the left wing. Takes a screen. Actually doesn't take the screen from Ward. Takes it eventually. Jones to Lewis. Lewis drives baseline on Powell. Finds Jones cutting to the basket off the lane. And give him 8 points.
Great find by Austin Lewis. Gets a little stuck in the short corner. Garrett Jones, like you talked about a moment ago, the graduate student with a high IQ, sees his man turn his head and backdoor cut for the easy two.
Daniel Fuller gets Jones in the air, draws contact, and he'll head to the line, giving Jones another foul to his name, actually his first. Daniel Fuller averaging 6 points per game, a 77% free throw shooter on the season. First attempt is up, and it's good for him. Two minutes and 20 seconds left in this first half of action. This kind of reminds me of the game yesterday against Trinity Baptist. The Eagles were down around 9 and 10 points and ended up coming back and fighting to get a win, a victory, and one of their first victories against one of the better teams in the South region, as Daniel Fuller knocks down both free throws.
We've talked about the Eagles' perseverance recently. Always finds a way to stay in the game, even if they are down and out early on. Love seeing them play aggressively and persevere through some tough times, able to come back and win some games.
Ward gets to the basket, throws up a shot, but the foul was before he can get the ball to the basket. Foul on Daniel Fuller. That's his second. And Ward will go to the line and try to convert on 2 free throws. Ward, just like the other game, he had 0 points in the first half, only 2 in the first half of this matchup.
One thing the Eagles doing right now that is an extremely effective thing is their backdoor cutting. Anytime the ball gets inside or their man even slightly turns their head, our Eagles are back cutting, staying active on the backside. Love seeing us do that, keep the defenders honest, maybe open up some opportunities for the on-ball offensive players.
Quincy Sibley was recently checked into this contest. Now Hughley comes in for Daniel Fuller. That first free throw brought this lead just down to 10. Ward with the second opportunity to score, and he does. A 73% free throw shooter on the season. And Ugalde guarding Elijah Couples full length of the court. A minute and 55 left to go in this first quarter. Here's Brunson. Brunson changes directions and gets it back to Couples. Couples guarded by Ugalde. Back to Brunson in the corner. 2 defenders flying at him. Arranges his shot in the air and just misses. Hughley rebound. Draws contact in the foul. I believe that one was on Ward.
We've talked about it almost every game I've been a part of, how the Eagles team defense was very, very good on that possession. But following that great team defense, you got to box out, got to get the rebound. Unfortunately, Hugler able to get the rebound, and put it back up. Unfortunately, unable to finish, puts himself at the line for 2.
Hughley now with 5 points in this contest. Normally averages around 7 points per game. A 67% free throw shooter on the season. Misses the second attempt. The Bruins going to a full court press. Here's Porter with the ball back to Ward. Ward tries to make a move on his defender. Shot towards the rim. way off. Porter somehow gets the rebound. Lewis takes a shot from way downtown. No good. Porter the save, gets it to Uvalde.
Those are two great plays by Christian Porter, one on the offensive rebound, two there on the hustle play, able to save it, keep it in play.
Porter works on his defender. Tries to get it to Lewis, but slips right through his hands. Under a minute left in this first half rather. Bruins up by 10. Here's Dickerson. Dickerson forces the switch off on the defensive side. They go inside to Hughley. Hughley working on board, out to Kenny Garrett. Garrett switching crossover, tries to work it inside. One more pass to Dickerson for a three, just misses it. Simply there for the rebound and his first points of the contest.
Just talked about it a moment ago, Al. Great defensive possession by the Eagles. Forces a terrible shot, but number 21 for the Bruins, able to pick it up, put back the easy two.
Ford spin move in the lane, can't get it to fall. Jones there, can't finish. Jones another opportunity, misses that again. The Eagles just digging a hole in the first half with 10 seconds left to go, and they continue to trail by double digits. Sets up a sideline opportunity for the Bruins. 10 seconds left on the game clock. Here's Couples. Couples drives, tries to cross over Brian Ugalde. Hughley down low and draws the foul with 3 seconds left to go on the game clock. With these two free throws here, the Eagles can go up. Not the Eagles, but the Bruins can go up by as much as 14. That'll be their biggest lead of the contest.
Eagles, unfortunately, unable to close out the half the way that they started it. But once again, we talked about a moment ago, the play of Henry Blair early on is what killed the Eagles. But defensively, we are playing extremely well as a team, but got to box out and rebound. Offensive rebounds are what's killing the Eagles right now.
Hughley, the only person in the half-court setting for the Bruins. Jones, Ward, as well as Lewis awaiting the free throw as Hughley knocks it down. They get it to Lewis with 2 seconds left. Porter in the corner, not enough time to get up a shot. And that's the first half of action. The Eagles trail by 14 with terrific play for the Bruins by Henry Blair. He finished that half with 13.
That was a great performance by Henry Blair. We talked about it early on. He shot 3 for 3 in the first 4 minutes. Extremely high percentage shooter. Great finish by them. Great close to the half for the Bruins. Eagles going to have to come back in the second half and see if they can't come out with a W.
Plenty of action to wait for the next half of action. But until then, please enjoy some promotional videos right about Pensacola.
You only have one life. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to influence your world for Christ? This is a place where you can be empowered to fulfill God's calling and pursue your passion.
Working as a physical therapist, it is a ministry all its own to just build a relationship with the people. I mean, that's my ultimate goal, is I want to help people get better.
I want to go to law school, get into a cybersecurity program. That way I can incorporate both programming and law, protecting companies from cybercrime.
I love being around people, and I love learning about people. I knew that with nursing, it wasn't just about helping people physically, like it was helping them spiritually too. That's what's important in life.
As I began to pray more, God, I have a huge decision to make. Where am I going to go to school? I only have one life. What do you want me to do with it? And he began to show me that what I enjoy doing can be used for his honor and for his glory. God led me to Pensacola Christian College to pursue my passion for finance through a biblical perspective.
I had told my pastor before coming here, I was like, I don't really like school, but I know I need to go for nursing, so I'm gonna go and I'll have to study really hard, and I just didn't really look forward to it. But now, like on my 3rd year, learning is so much fun, and I didn't feel like that freshman year.
I'll look back and I'll be like, man, I remember I used to struggle with that. And then maybe a freshman looks at what I'm doing and they're like, what are you even looking at? I'm like, this is easy stuff.
Incrementally, we're ready to do more, we're ready to face more, and to say, this may not be the easiest thing I've ever done, but it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done.
Last summer, I did an internship in Germany in a genetics lab, and I was able to use the techniques and tools I had learned in the labs here over there, and it made so much more sense because I already knew what I was doing and why I was doing it.
I think teaching is communicating facts, but I think the bottom line for me with teaching is connecting the material so the students not only know it, but appreciate it and also know how to use it.
My teaching isn't about me, it's about where God is taking each individual student down the road.
We have great faculty, and they honestly inspire me. Seeing all of these faculty members who have doctorates, you can definitely see what they've learned reflected through what they teach.
They'll constantly tell you, if you need something, come talk to me. I've had teachers other places, and they'll say that, but if you go up to them, they don't really want to give you the time or try to respond. And here, it's just totally different. You can just have a really good teacher-student relationship.
The faculty are saying it's going to take hard work and dedication to be the best at whatever you're doing for God's glory. That philosophy will always work.
Sometimes they'll ask us, what verse do you think would apply to this? How a verse would relate to a situation.
Biblical worldview is seeing all of my life through what God has shown us in Scripture.
And that's one of the reasons why I chose PCC in the first place, is to have faculty that love God to help me further my spiritual walk with Christ.
If my goal is to be in the will of God, it helps so much to know that my teacher has that same goal.
Everything that I see here is Christ-centered. Their main purpose is, we want you to see more of Jesus Christ. That is what I see in PCC.
Why is PCC here? It's to change lives and make them more like Christ. I hope that I can just have a little part of molding and shaping them like the Lord Jesus Christ.
They want students to come out of PCC and to make an influence and an impact on the world. I think their goal really is to change the world, and they do it one student at a time.
As president of PCC, I want you to know that we're committed to providing an excellent liberal arts education that's built upon the foundation and truths of God's Word. We won't compromise on biblical principles, and our purpose is to equip you for whatever it is God's called you to do. Make the most of this opportunity in life, and choose the college that best prepares you for that calling. PCC has so much to offer. We're located just minutes from the beautiful sugar white sands and emerald waters of Pensacola Beach. We're known for providing the best education value among accredited Christian colleges. And we have great facilities and activities that'll provide memorable experience to your college life. So as you think to the future and think about choosing a college, don't just choose a college because of its location, near home or by the beach. Don't just choose a Christian college because it's affordable like PCC is. And don't just choose a college because your friends go there and it looks like a fun place to attend. Choose a Christian college because God's called you there. Because that place will empower you to influence the world for Christ in whatever God's called you to do.
Want to get a head start in college? With Pensacola Christian College's online dual enrollment program, you can do just that. Open to juniors and seniors in Christian schools and Abeka Academy homeschoolers, dual enrollment students can take up to 6 online courses per year, all counting towards PCC college credit requirements. With 3 different options throughout the school year and summer and over 20 courses, choose to lighten your college load. And, depending on your major, finish college early. You will be able to fit courses around your schedule. A perfect way to complete many of your general college education courses before you graduate high school and step foot on campus. To learn more about getting a head start on your education today, visit pcci.edu/dual enrollment.
The heart behind the nursing program is being a minister to the souls of the patients that we care for. The nursing program has CCNE accreditation. To see the love the faculty have for the students is just, to me, phenomenal. They're very dedicated to the students, very available to them. It's obvious they enjoy it. We have a 15-bed nursing lab that's fully equipped with the Dynamaps, 2 high-fidelity simulators, all of the different vital sign equipment. It's set up just like the hospital setting with the different tools and equipment that our students can use. Students do clinical in all of the areas, so they get to go starting in a long-term care facility all the way to 3 major local hospitals, and they get to do medical surgical nursing, critical care, maternity. They even go out in the community and go to a number of community settings. We have a ratio of somewhere between 2 to 5 students per instructor in the clinical setting, and it makes a huge difference. I think the highlight is their preceptorship, which is their capstone, where they're working one-on-one with a nurse at the hospital, and they're doing full shifts. We've had graduates go on, take the MCAT, and get into graduate school. We have a lot of huge success stories. But more than that, our goal is our students to realize that it's more than taking care of the human body. They have to have a caring spirit. They have to want to care for people. Come here to the college, see other students, get to talk to them, see what their experiences have been. Just get on campus and come here and see it.
What makes you smile? Time with people you love. Making a difference at your work or ministry. Fun memories and the little things that make your day. Going to graduate school can mean giving up those things, but it doesn't have to. With an online master's degree from Pensacola Christian College, you can reach your goals and still be there for family, work, and ministry. Of course, earning a graduate degree comes with challenges, like money and time. But with online learning, you can get a degree that's made for your schedule and budget. One that only costs a little over $10,000, with a flexible payment option too. And with online learning, you can learn anytime, anywhere, with classes that fit your schedule. Take the next step by choosing one of several master's degree programs: business administration, educational leadership, ministry, Bible exposition, and others. At Pensacola Christian College, you'll get a biblical perspective and insight from caring professionals and ministry leaders. So when you graduate, you won't have just a diploma. You'll have confidence to go further in your ministry or career, and you'll still have those memories that make you smile. It's graduate school built for real life. Graduate school built for you.
One of our faculty uses a quote that we should autograph our work with excellence, and our faculty strive to do that, and our students pick up on that spirit. And it's pretty gratifying for you to be able to learn a new concept and put it to practice, to have an idea, to start it, and to see it through, and enjoy the fulfillment that it worked. If that's the kind of person you are, consider engineering or consider computer science. We have a very dedicated faculty. They're dedicated to our Lord Jesus Christ. They're dedicated to our students. They are dedicated to their profession. And so they're going to put their heart into what they're doing. As faculty, we're trying to teach them how to solve problems so that when they go out and work, they're productive. They can think critically, they can think quickly and clearly. They're very detailed and accurate. There's a lot of theoretical background and facts that must be known and really need to be mastered. The computer scientist or the engineer needs to be able to put those facts together. And so we're training people really for the whole package. We really hope that those young people who come to us will allow us to build in their lives that they can honor the Lord by serving Him, be it engineering or computer science, in the career that God has called them to.
If you like to engage in ideas, if you like to know why do we believe this or that, then the Humanities Department is for you. We have a broad range of classes that we offer students to help them feel well-rounded, to help them broaden their communication skills, and most important, to give them that anchor in truth so that they can go out and do whatever God calls them to do. And so that's our desire, to give our students biblical principles in which to interpret literature, in which to look at God's providential hand in history, in which to look at our current political landscape. We have the light of God's Word to give us good principles to do what is right and to make right decisions. And these biblical principles apply whether you're analyzing the history and trends of the English language or discussing the distinctives of America's founding. We have faculty who are very passionate about their fields. Many times students, they'll tell us, "I'm so grateful for the things that I learned in your class." So when we see our students going out and affecting real change, taking the ideas that we have given them to influence others, it is a great joy. If you're interested in the Humanities Department and in one of our majors, come visit us during college days. Come to an advanced grammar and composition class or one of our history classes or a state and local government class. We'd love to have you come.
Welcome back, fans from all over, to the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Hi, I'm Alvin Chapman alongside with Braden Motter. Braden, what a first half we were able to see. The Bruins now up by 14.
That was a great first half for the Bruins. They shot the ball extremely well. Eagles played well defensively. Unfortunately, we weren't able to follow the defensive plays and finish them with our rebounds. We're going to have to keep them off the offensive glass. But overall, good performance by both teams in the first half.
Let's talk about the shooting percentage from beyond the arc for the Bruins. A total team from beyond the arc, 46%. Most of those coming from Henry Blair, the transfer from LaGrange.
That was a great first half shooting performance. 46% from the behind the three-point line is always an impressive stat. I think that's the problem with the Eagles right now is we're giving up too many open shots on the three-point line. We need to make sure we're closing out high hands, try and get them to put the ball on the floor, and then continue playing that great team defense that we're playing.
No players for Pensacola in double digits. One person to really see, A.J. Ward, 1 for 7 in that first half. We've seen him go off for crazy numbers in the second. What are you expecting from him in this marquee matchup?
I think A.J. Ward maybe had a chat with Coach Bell during the half, and I think if he's anything like me, he told him, let the game come to him. When you try and force shots and force the hand and try and get yourself points by yourself, it never ends well. If you just play the game, let the ball move, let the ball flow, I think A.J.'s going to get his shots and he's going to knock them down.
The Bruins will start off with the ball. Hayes Brush bringing the ball past the half-court line, met by A.J. Ward. They go quickly to Blair. He had a phenomenal first half with 13 points, and he gets Fitzgerald in the air and draws contact. He'll head to the line. You mentioned Henry Blair. He went 3 for 5 from distance, 2 other field goals, 13 points. What a half by him. He normally averages around 19 a contest with the season high of 29 against Southeastern Baptist. Blair finds himself at the free throw line 10 seconds into this contest. of the first half, rather. He knocks on the first free throw. Second attempt up for Blair, and it knocks in. Blair now with 15 points. Those are his first free throw attempts of the game. And he gets them to go. They go inside to Fitzgerald. Porter goes baseline, dumps it off to Higdon. That's stolen away by Hughley. Off to the races, the Bruins with numbers. Brush tries to put it on his defender's head, no good. Hughley tries it, no good. They get it to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald in traffic, dribbles it back out.
Smart play by Chandler Fitzgerald coming down the floor, seeing that he's 1-on-4, decides to pull it out, get the half court set up for the Eagles.
They try to go inside to Higdon. He works on his defender off the glass, no good. Second chance opportunity, lays inside, give him double digits already with 10.
It's a good work by Will Higdon inside, being the biggest guy on the floor. Love seeing him put the ball on the floor, make his post move, unable to finish, but gets his own rebound, puts back in for the easy two.
Hughley gets it to Couples. Hughley setting a screen for Couples, quickly double teamed as well. Blair, corner try up in the air, just misses. Hughley collects it, misses that one. Porter comes down with the rebound. In the hands of Jones.
Once again, great team defense by the Eagles, able to force a terrible shot by the Bruins, but unfortunately allowing 2 offensive rebounds, almost let the Bruins come out of there with the point.
Ford steps into a jumper and another miss for him. That's 1 for 8 from the field. Dickerson tries to force his way inside and picks up his pivot foot. Braden, where are you expecting the Eagles offense to try to counter up in this next possession?
I think what we need to do is continue what we did in the first half, which was successful, running the back cuts. Get the ball inside to the high post Chandler Fitzgerald or low post Will Higdon, and then get some cutters off of them. See if we can't get some easy assists, and if not, isolation one-on-one in the post. Easy 2 points for Chandler or Will.
They find Jones inside. They go back to Fitzgerald. Jones gets the kick out. Loses his defender. Finds Fitzgerald off the glass for 2. Had Blair stumbling for a quick moment and finds Fitzgerald for an easy deuce.
Great play by Garrett Jones. Not too caught up in the moment. Normally when you see a defender tripping, you decide to pull up, see if you can knock down the shot, but the smart play finds open Chandler Fitzgerald for the easy 2.
Hughley works on Higdon off the glass and good.
Great patience by the junior. Fantastic patience. Knowing the man bigger than him is probably trying to block, finds the opening, great post move up and under, finishes the easy 2.
Hughley now with 9 and Fitzgerald now with 11. Porter off the screen, goes inside. Back to Fitzgerald, great jab step into the lane, off the glass, no good. Hughley collects it. Hughley off to the races, has options to his left and right, leads it off the glass. Brush with a second chance opportunity, but it's Couples that gets it off for 2. Brush with the steal. And Couples regains it. Back to Brush. Brush fights his way through. Finds a wide open Dickerson. Couples 3 on the way. And that one might be the separator. Bruins up by 19.
Eagles need to try and get this under control as soon as possible. Transition defense was poor. Gave up a wide open, easy putback layup for Couples. And then half-court defense, not very good either. Turning the ball over as Big Will Higdon gets rejected inside.
Here's Hughley. He's fouled by Jones. Fuller and Brunson come into the game here. For Hughley and Brush. 30-second timeout on the floor. Eagles down by the biggest lead of the game, 19. We'll be back soon. Porter, Fitzgerald, Jones, Ward, and Higdon on the floor here for the Eagles, as they are down by the biggest deficit of the game, 19. Alvin Chapman alongside with Braden Motter. Braden, the Eagles have to do something to keep these fans alive.
Team defense needs to stay in it. Don't get caught in isolation plays. We got to rebound the ball. Great backdoor cut there by number 23, Henry Blair. Good find by Elijah Couples. Extends this lead to 21.
Fitzgerald, dribble handoff to Porter. They go to Ward. Ward makes a move on his defender, and he'll take a trip to the line. Ward's shooting struggles tonight have been pretty obvious so far. 1 of 8 from the field. He takes a second trip to the free throw line. First attempt is up for Ward, and it hits the heel of the rim. Anthony Horn checks into the game for Will Higdon. That's now the Bruins lead by 21. Second attempt up for Ward, and he knocks down 1 of 2. Bruins now up by 20. They get inside the Couples. Couples works on his defender. Fading shot, no good. And here's Porter. Porter loses his defender. He'll take a 3. An unorthodox shot by him.
Eagles can't get caught in isolation situations that we don't like. We can't give Christian Porter a contested 3 5 feet behind the line. Need to try and move the ball, get some more open shots.
Horton with the hand on the ball, but he gets called for the foul. Braden, I don't know if there was a lot of contact on that play.
Great block by Anthony Horton, but they did call the foul on A.J. Ward. That's his third. Little bit of body on the second-hand defender. I think that was a great block by Anthony Horton, but unfortunately, A.J. gets a little bit of body afterwards.
Couples' first free throw attempt is good. He only has missed 7 free throws on the season, roughly around 91% from that category, and obviously top 25 in the nation for that one as well. Koski and Fitzgerald come out the game. Jones comes out the contest as well. Into the game, Lewis, Ugoldi, and Koski. Let's see if the bench players can bring a little bit more firepower and life to this ball game, as the Bruins lead by 22. Horton drives inside off the glass, no good. Porter with the tip opportunity, that doesn't fall. Powell, Blair in transition, back to Powell. Fuller, beautiful ball movement by the Bruins as Fuller goes inside and finishes with the right hand.
Good ball movement, like you said, Al, by the Bruins, swinging the ball fakes. Daniel Fuller finds a situation he likes, gives a little head fake, finishes at the rim for the easy 2.
Koski scoop layup inside, no good. But Brunson steps out of bounds before he can make a play on the ball. It will stay here with the Eagles. Eagles down by 24. This right now is the biggest lead of the contest.
Eagles need to find a way to get some good ball movement and get some cutters to the basket or some wide open jump shots. Right now we're shooting a lot of contested shots. We really need to find some openings.
Horton works on his defender and draws the contact and the foul. Braden, the Eagles are down by a large margin, but still 14 minutes left in this ball game.
Like we talked about earlier, Al, the Eagles' perseverance has been here all season long. Unfortunately, more often than not, we are down for a little bit of the first half and then majorly in the second half. But for some reason, this team always finds a way to crawl back into the game and make it a contest at the end. Hopefully they can do that here.
Horton knocks down his first free throw. Hughley checked into the contest as well as Dickerson for Blair and Fuller. Horton, another chance off the back of the rim. Couples collects the rebound, and he'll take it the other direction. Into Powell. Powell gets past Koski and throws it away.
That's what the Eagles needed. That's the first stop we've had in about 4 possessions in a row. Eagles finally get a stop, see if we can't put something on the board, see if we can't make this game a little bit closer.
They go inside to Horton. Horton, fading shot, no good. Hughley collects it. Hughley, guarded by Horton, finds Powell. Couples to Dickerson. Porter gets a hand on it. Playing tenacious defense. Gets a hand on that one as well. Porter in open space. Off the backboard and in for Christian Porter.
Great defense by Christian Porter. Being a little thorn in the side, finds a way to get the steal. Brantley Koski with the easy pass and the easy 2 for Christian Porter.
Hughley draws the contact on Horton again. That's his second in the half. Also his third. Actually, no, second total. Hughley at the line for free throws. First attempt is up and hits the front of the rim. I mentioned that Hughley shoots at around 67% from the charity stripe, and Hayes Bruss checks back into the competition. Hughley again. Free throw up, and he splits them. He reaches double digits with 10 points. Lewis finds Ugaldi. Porter, his pass brush and finds Ugaldi. Ugaldi with 14 on the shot clock. Porter in stride for a 3, and they really needed that one, Braden.
I think that's what the Eagles needed. Love that look by the Eagles. Great ball movement. Christian Porter sneaks down to the quarter. Brantley Koski sets the up screen. Christian comes up with a wide open 3. Great shot by them.
Corner try for Dickerson. Doesn't take it, actually. They get into Powell. Powell to Couples, guarded by Ugaldi. Ugaldi with him every step. And one! Fading basket for Couples. What a shot by him. That's his 7 points of the night. Has 12 total. I said he had 12 total. That's actually my apologies. Couple actually with 18 so far. Brush with the play on the ball. Flies out of bounds. 12 minutes, 40 seconds left in this contest. Blair coming back into the game. He comes to get Couples. Couples and Blair, the leading scorers for this ball club. Blair averaging just under 15 points per game. And Blair with 20. Porter to Koski. He drives inside. Layup is good.
Great drive by Brantley Koski. Good 2-man game between him and Christian Porter. Finds an isolation situation that he likes. Finishes at the rim with a great finger roll.
He brings his ball game back to 20. Powell to the rim. And he gets called for attack on the arm. That'll send Powell to the free throw line to convert on 2 free throws. And possibly stretched his lead to 22, if not 21. First attempt is up for Powell and good. That's actually his first point of the ball game. Second attempt is up for Powell and it's good. And now lead by 22. A lot of basketball left. If the Eagles somehow come out with a comeback victory here, that would be one for the ages. Lewis, he'll take a 3 of his own, and it's good!
Great shot by Austin Lewis, his first points of the game. Finally able to knock down a shot, maybe give a little spark to this Eagles basketball team.
That's his first point of the ball game. The Eagles can use a stop here. Hughley works inside. One more pass to Dickerson. Back to Brush. He'll take a 3. What a response! Pace brush. Knocks it down and pushes the lead back to 22 with 11 minutes left in this contest. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. Welcome back, fans from all over. Alvin Chapman alongside with Braden Motter. The Eagles trying to mount back a comeback against the Bruins from South Carolina. But they need to stop here first. Although having the ball, here's Porter. Finds Lewis. Inside to Koski. Great pass inside and great cut to the basket.
Great ball movement by the Eagles. Great find by Austin Lewis, and even a better finish by Brantley Koski.
Ugaldi with Couples full length of the court. Blair drives baseline and gets the foul call. The Bruins have been getting their way with the officials here tonight, as they had about 5 trips to the basket, actually to the foul line, in the past 9 minutes of play. Here's Blair with his second trip. First attempt is up and it's good for the transfer. Finds a way to get that one to fall. Second attempt is up and it is good. Braden, the Eagles are trying to fight back in this game, but it seems like the Bruins are just not having it.
Bruins not only are a good scoring team, but they're a very, very good defending team. They have 76 points, but holding the Eagles to a mere 54. Eagles need to find a way to put the ball in the hole.
Porter off the back of the rim, no good. Couples with the ball, accelerating up the floor. They get inside to Brush. Brush to Fuller. Back to Brush. Pump fake makes the defender miss. Blair, 3 on the way! And that's good for Henry Blair. That's his 4th 3 of the contest. Koski trying to make a move on the ball, but travels before he gets the shot up. Fitzgerald and Jones preparing to check into the game for Porter and Horton. And Braden, the Eagles trying to fight back, but the Bruins just aren't letting them.
Bruins defense is very, very good tonight. They're holding the Eagles to only 54 points. Their offense is playing extremely well, though. We talked about during the half between you and me, the distributed scoring of the Bruins. Not one man dominating the scoring. 4, 5, 6, 7 guys highly scoring in this game. Eagles need to find a way to get a few stops and see if we can't put some points on the board.
Daniel Fuller gets fouled on the play, and the Bruins will head back to the free throw line. That is Daniel Fuller heading to the line. We mentioned he shoots roughly around 77% from the charity stripe this season. 27 on 35 shots before this ball game. And the Bruins have been getting to the free throw line practically all they want to this second half.
Foul count's not necessarily even at this point. Eagles with 8 fouls, while the Bruins only have a mere 2. Pensacola needs to find a way to play some defense without hacking at the Bruins.
Knocks down the second attempt to push this lead to 26. Jones tries to work on Fuller, kicks it to Koski in the corner. A lot of contact, throws up a shot, and Koski will head to the line to shoot on 2 free throws. Brantley Koski averaging 5 points per contest, a 52% field goal shooter on this season.
That foul on Bob Jones' number 1, Joe Powell, sends Brantley Koski to the line for 2.
He misses the first one. And Braden, if we're being honest with you, we can consider this fourth quarter of this basketball game since there's only under 10 minutes left in this ball game.
Yep, just 9:50 left in this game. Excited to see the Eagles close this out. Looking for some positives. Maybe not necessarily coming out with a win at this point, little too late, but hopefully we can come out with some positives for this Eagles basketball team.
Blair finds Couples. Brunson gets it back to Couples. Couples works on Ugaldi. Fuller from way downtown! And somehow, someway, Daniel Fuller knocks it down. Pushes this lead to 29.
Great ball movement there by the Bruins. Elijah Couples finds the open Daniel Fuller. Knocks down the three from a long ways.
Lewis takes the screen, goes baseline, finds Ugaldi. He goes up strong and kicks it back to Koski. He takes a three. Gorby doesn't hit those. Well, not hit those, takes those, but he knocks that one down. Eagles still climbing back up a really huge hill here. Couples quickly to Brunson in the corner. Powell. Couples back to Powell. Blair drives on Fitzgerald. Pump fakes in the air, doesn't get the call. Lewis with the save. Jones finds Lewis. Fading jumper off the baseline. And a great shot by Lewis.
Great shot by Austin Lewis. Good find by Garrett Jones.
That's Lewis's 5th point of the contest. Here's Fuller. Blair. Back to Fuller. Fuller goes baseline. And that's another foul call in favor of the Bruins. That is the Eagles' 9th total foul in this game.
That foul on Eagles number 20, Chandler Fitzgerald, his 3rd foul of the contest, sending number 15 for the Bruins, Daniel Fuller, to the free throw line for 2.
Here's the first attempt for Fuller, and he gets it to go. Blair comes out the ball game. Number 24, Dickerson. And A.J. Ward checks into the ball game for Ugaldi. We remind you guys at home, A.J. Ward still 1 for 8 on the ball game, does have 4 points, but normally averages roughly around 17 a contest, Braden.
I think Bob Jones did their homework on this Eagles basketball team, knowing A.J. Ward is our high scorer. They found a way to key him in tonight, hold him to as few points as possible, and as we see, it was a success so far.
Lewis working on Dickerson, actually. Fitzgerald works inside and gets 2.
Great ball movement by the Eagles. Good find by Austin Lewis. Good finish by Chandler Fitzgerald.
They're going to a full court press, and that's the 10th foul. So that promises 2 free throws every time the Eagles foul the Bruins this point forward.
Eagles foul on number 5, Austin Lewis, his 2nd foul of this contest. Once again, we talked about a moment ago, foul count not necessarily even, 10-3 in favor of the Bruins. Eagles need to try and find a way to play some defense without fouling.
Dickerson knocks down the free throw. Brunson coming out the contest for Brush. Porter comes into the game for Lewis as the Bruins lead by 25. What a change of events here for this Eagles basketball team, as just literally 48 hours ago, we beat the number 1 team in the South region, and now we're down by 26 to the number 2 team in the region, Bruins. Porter tries a 3, and he gets it right off the bench. He has 11.
Good shot by Christian Porter. Good ball movement by the Eagles. That's what we've been lacking here in the second half. Got caught in a lot of isolation situations as A.J. Ward gets a steal.
Porter, not Porter, but Ward tries to work inside. Quick turnaround for the Eagles. Lead cut to 21. Large hill to climb, but they're climbing it for sure, Braden. Timeout forced by the Bruins. And the Eagles trailing by 21, but they still have a lot of fight left in them, Braden.
Talked about earlier the perseverance of the Eagles. Eagles struggling a little bit on the offensive side of the ball, so they decided to pick it up on defense, get a couple steals back-to-back, some easy buckets. Love seeing the Eagles play this way.
Braden, that's a 3 there by Lewis, but we'll be back shortly after this 30-second timeout. Just under 7 minutes left in this ball game. The Eagles trail by 21. Alvin Chapman alongside with Braden. Braden, what a game we've been able to see as the Eagles still trail, but a lot of fight left in them as this contest continues.
Just talked about a moment ago, Al, the Eagles defense has really picked up here in this last couple minutes here. Picking up full court, man, maybe a little tiresome for the fellas, but love seeing their aggressiveness. Hopefully we can get some steals, come out of here, see if we can't make this into a closer ball game.
Brush with the inbound. Get into Dickerson. That should be a 10-second violation since there was 4 seconds left on the clock. Blair drives again off the hands of Brush. Couples. Hughley goes up strong. Stripped by Fitzgerald. That was an interesting call there, Braden. At the timeout, they had 4 seconds to get the ball over, and they got it over, but they got it over in about 5 to 6 seconds left on the clock.
They didn't cross half court till there was 17 left on the clock, so that's obvious 10-second call in the backcourt. Officials definitely missed that one, but they make up for the call there with a travel on the Bruins headed the Eagles' direction.
Yeah, I don't know if that was actually a travel call, but hey, you make some up and you break some up. What can I say? Here's Jones. Finds Porter. Ward. They get inside to Fitzgerald. He works on Couples and brings this deficit to 19.
Great play by Chandler Fitzgerald. Good find by Christian Porter. Chandler realizes and recognizes he's got the smaller, weaker defender on him. Decides to post him up. Puts up the easy 2 in the post.
Hughley goes inside on Fitzgerald and rattles it in there. Pushes the lead back to 21. Jones finds Koski on the cut, no good. Second chance opportunity, nearly stolen away, but Jones gets fouled under the basket. That foul on the Henry Blair. His second. Lewis comes in the game for Koski. Possibly to provide some much-needed three-point shooting to possibly fight back in this contest. It's going to be really hard with 10 fouls to their name for the Eagles. Porter goes to Fitzgerald. Play set up for Porter in the corner for a 3. And this is not the first time we've seen that play to run up for Porter to get a triple.
Good play called there, but on the baseline out of bounds play, find Chandler Fitzgerald. Swing it up to Austin Lewis instead of good old back screen for Christian Porter. Finds the open corner 3.
Brush gets double teamed, ends up to be a wide open Dickerman in the corner. Misses Ward the rebound. Lewis brings the ball up half court. Picks up his dribble. Fitzgerald to Ward. Loses the ball on his travel, but Porter regains it. Gets it inside to Lewis. Lewis works on his defender and somehow finds the bottom of the 10.
Great ball movement by the Eagles. Good hustle by Chandler Fitzgerald, or excuse me, A.J. Ward, to save that ball, keep it in play. Gets the 2 points for the Eagles.
Dickerson goes inside to Brush, and that's another foul. Since the Eagles already exceeded the 10 foul mark well early in the fourth quarter, the second half rather, Rush will head to the line and convert on 2 free throws. First attempt is up, and it misses for Brush. The Eagles still stay alive as they are now currently down by 16. Second attempt for Brush, and it's good. Fuller comes in the game for Hayes Brush. And here's Jones waiting for the ball to roll, so the climb talk to the stop. Doesn't go, rather. Here's Porter, guarded by Blair. They go inside to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald working on Fuller. To the basket he goes! Off the glass, it's good. Cuts the lead to 15 and manageable now, Brady.
Great strong move by Chandler Fitzgerald. Finds the smaller defender, Daniel Fuller, on him. Takes advantage, posts him up, puts up the easy 2.
Hughley makes a man miss. Back to Dickerson. Dickerson to Couples. They go corner to Blair. Blair drives to the basket. Up and under is good for Blair.
Great ball movement by the Bruins. Great find. The no-look pass by Elijah Couples. Baseline drive, Henry Blair. Good reverse finish. Bruins playing extremely well right now. Eagles, unfortunately, not able to stop him on the defensive end of the floor.
Pushes the lead back to 17. Bruins timeout.
Dr. Atkins, the student section, would like to give you a amount of time. Let's give it up for Dr. Atkins. And let's give Papa Shu a big thank you for the concession.
Back with more action here in the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. The Bruins up 17. Chandler Fitzgerald now with 17 as well. Porter with 14 as they try to climb their way back in this matchup. Porter gets it inside to Fitzgerald. They get it to a cutting Ward. Ward, turnaround jumper, good! Lead back to 15 for the Bruins.
Good ball movement by the Eagles. Good post move by A.J. Ward. Spinning baby hook. Great job by him.
That's a holding foul, or maybe a pushing foul on Jones. That's his third. And as we mentioned earlier, every foul at this point will lead to free throws for the Bruins. That's going to be costly. Eagles with 3 minutes and 47 seconds to possibly fight back this lead. Now only being down by 15. They get 16. As Couples knocks down the first free throw. You mentioned how he was one of the better free throw shooters in the country, averaging around 91% from the charity stripe. He gets it done from there. Second attempt for Couples, and it's good. Pushes the lead back to 17. Jones to Lewis. Skip pass to Porter. He'll take a three. No good. Ward with the chance for the rebound. Fitzgerald on the floor for it. That's a jump ball, and it will stay here with Pensacola.
Good ball movement by the Eagles. Great skip pass by Austin Lewis to find the open Christian Porter. Unable to knock it down, but love the hustle from Chandler Fitzgerald. A.J. Ward diving on the floor after that rebound. Get a jump ball call. Keep possession for the Eagles.
19 seconds left to get a bucket up on the shot clock. 3:30 on the game. Braden, the Eagles with a manageable chance. I mean, the game of basketball has endless opportunities. You never know what can happen. They get it inside to Fitzgerald. Great pump fake, works on his defender. Floater no good, Hughley the rebound. Finally to Dickerson. 5 seconds to get it over, and they do. No looker to Blair. Blair nearly loses his dribble. They find Couples. Blair, Hughley. Back to Couples. Couples to Hughley, and that's a kickball violation.
Once again, good team defense by the Eagles, causing some trouble up high for the Bruins. Unable to get the steal, though. Unable to get possession. Bruins keep possession. Keeps the Eagles at bay.
Couples drives, stripped by Jones. That is a foul on Hughley. Great defense there by Jones to get the strip and the stop they needed.
With less than 3 minutes to go in this game, Eagles desperately need many stops and many points. See if they can't make this at least a close ball game.
Porter with the inbound. And a quick bucket would be crucial to keep the Eagles in this ball game. Here's Jones, drives inside, pull-up jumper. That's good. Brings the lead back to 15. Dickerson gets it inside, somehow ends up in the hands of Blair. Blair, hop through, move, blocked by Fitzgerald. Saved by Fitzgerald as well.
Once again, we talk about the team defense of the Eagles, close out on the shooters and blocking open shots.
Jones, three on the way, no good. Porter comes down with it. No looker to Fitzgerald.
Great find, Christian Porter. Great offensive rebound. Great shot. Chandler Fitzgerald brings the Eagles to within 13 with just over 2 minutes left.
13 and manageable. What a great layup there by Fitzgerald. We'll be back with the final 2 minutes of this ball game. Two minutes and 5 seconds exactly left on the clock. The Eagles down by 13. Alvin Chapman alongside with Braden Motter. Braden, what a turn of events.
Eagles being down by a significant count, but brought it back to within 13, just over 2 minutes left here. We've gotten some defensive stops and been able to put the ball in the hole. Hopefully the Eagles can continue that trend, get a few stops here in a row, see if we can't knock some shots down and make this a contest in the last few minutes.
2 minutes is a manageable amount of time to possibly walk away with the win here. But as we mentioned before, the Eagles do have 10 fouls to their name. And that's one of, oh no, it's not a foul. Henry Blair steps out of bounds. That's costly.
Great defense by Chandler Fitzgerald trying to beat him to the sideline. Blair unable to get there, steps on the line. Eagles retain possession, or take possession.
The fans back in this ball game. 2 minutes even left on the clock. The Eagles need a quick bucket here. They go to Fitzgerald. Lewis, long range triple, misses. Ward the rebound, turnaround jumper, no good. Off the backboard, no good as well. Two attempts for Ward, and his shooting struggles continue. And that's another foul, which will mean free throws on the other side of the floor. I told you that was going to be costly later, and especially at a time we're trying to mount up a comeback. Hughley will be shooting 2 free throws. Stephon Hughley at the free throw line. First attempt is up, and it's good. Another attempt for Hughley, shooting about 67% from the charity stripe, and he knocks it down. Jones in a hurry to get to the basket, drives hard, kicks it to Ward. 3 on the way! And that's good. Timeout on the floor. He wasn't shooting the best this game, but he gets one when it counted. 3 in the corner for Ward. Puts the Eagles down by 12. We'll be back shortly. A minute and 36 seconds left. Braden, 12-point deficit for the Eagles. A stop will be vital to bring it within bring it within single digits.
Definitely a manageable score here, but the Eagles, like you said, crucially need a stop on defense here.
And Fitzgerald gets the steal. Up ahead to Jones, off the backboard, 10-point deficit.
We had 2 players down on this end of the floor. Daniel Fuller and Austin Lewis colliding. Austin Lewis holding the back of his head. I think he smacked his head on the floor. Hopefully he's okay.
The medical trainers are coming out on the floor. We will be back shortly. Lewis able to get off the floor with his own power. Ugalde on the floor guarding Couples. Another stop will be crucial. They double team. 5 seconds to get it over. And that's a turnover for the Eagles. A bucket here could bring it within single digits. Braden.
This is a huge moment for the Eagles. Clock is running. We're going to have to sort that situation out. Great team defense by the Eagles. Almost gets the 10-second violation. Instead, just gets the turnover. Elijah Couples unable to receive the pass, bounces it out of bounds. Eagles take possession. 10-point game, minute 4 left. Let's see what we can do here in the last minute.
Eagles sticking with it. We'll be back to sticking with it with you as well. We'll be here in a second. We're back here with more action. The Eagles come back from a 24-point deficit and bring it within 10 with the basketball in their possession as well. Braden, what's been the key to this comeback?
Our defensive stops have been key in our offensive ball movement. We had a little stagnant 10-15-minute stand in the beginning of the second half, but we picked it up a little bit, got more inside ball movement, little backside movement, some cuts. I think that's what's brought the Eagles back.
They try to force it inside to Fitzgerald. Ugalde going for the steal, picks up the foul. That puts Henry Blair back on the charity stripe. That doesn't help there, Braden. Horton, he comes into the ball game, possibly for Ugalde, with 3 fouls.
The one positive aspect of this for the Eagles being, or the Bruins being in the bonus, is that the clock is stopped at this point. Granted, they do get a chance to make 2 points, but with the clock stopped, the Eagles will get possession back immediately. I think we're in the foul game now. The Eagles are going to have to hope for some missed free throws and convert on the other end of the floor.
Blair, another promised free throw attempt, off the mark. Eagles down by 11. Jones to the cup. A lot of contact, misses. Porter somehow comes down with it. Skips it to Ward. Ward drives hard. Tip from behind. I think it will stay here with the Eagles. The Bruins up by 11 with 44 seconds left. Fading 3, Porter, no good. Ward tries to get a hand on it, no good. Couples with the turnover. Horton from way downtown, no good. Ward couldn't hold on to the ball. Triple teaming the defender. And I believe a foul is called. Porter's coming up limping. 23 seconds left on the play clock, and Henry Blair with another opportunity to seal the deal and allow the Bruins to get another win here in Pensacola. This is Dickerson instead. Mark Dickerson misses the first. Kenny Garrick checks into the game here for Daniel Fuller. Now A.J. Ward also has 4 fouls, but with only seconds left in the game, I don't think it's much to matter. First attempt is up, second rather, and it's good. Brunson checks into the ball game. They get it to Jones. Jones moving in a hurry. Inside to Horton, back to Jones. Fading 3 off the baseline, no good. Ugalde the rebound, goes up strong, no good. Garrick the strong rebound. They throw it up to Hayes Brush. And the Bruins are possibly going to walk away with this one.
I think the Bruins are going to walk away with this one out. 2.6 left on the clock, up by 12. Eagles definitely hard fought coming back into this game, bringing it within 9, I believe, in just under a minute, but unfortunately unable to finish the comeback. But never questioned the Eagles' heart in this game. Never once did we wonder if they were working hard. The boys worked really, really hard tonight. Unable to convert down the stretch. 10 fouls on the board, never a positive for the Eagles. Didn't shoot the ball particularly well, but overall not a terrible performance from the Eagles. See if we can't recap and get a W in our next game.
Second attempt up and good for the Bruins. Ward, he'll take a 3. Why not? And that will do it. 100-86 on the scoreboards. The Bruins will take it over. What a game, Braden.
Great performance by the Bruins. Played extremely well, shot the ball at a high percentage. Defensively played very well in about the first 23 minutes of the game. Fell off a little bit at the end, turned the ball over quite a bit. That's how the Eagles were able to crawl back into this game. But like we talked about a moment ago, Eagles just unfortunately not able to finish the comeback.
This being the last doubleheader of this season, we'll see you guys with the men's basketball program next year. I'm Alvin Chapman alongside with Braden Motter, and we'll see you the next time.